Today is the 15th of November, Saturday. It's going on 2 o'clock. We've been reading through Genesis. Today we're going to read through the 32nd chapter of Genesis. This is where Jacob realizes he's going to meet his brother Esau again. He's kind of concerned because Esau had stated he was going to kill Jacob at one time. I'll have Mark read this, and then I'll make some comments about it after he's through reading it.
Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met with him. Genesis chapter 32. Jacob saw them. He said, "This is God's host." Call the name of that place Edom. Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother unto the land of Seir, the country of Edom. Command them, saying, Thus shall ye speak unto my lord Esau. Thy servant Jacob saith thus, I have sojourned with Laban and stayed there until now. Have oxen, asses, flocks, and men servants. And the servants that I have sent to tell my lord that I might find grace in thy sight. The messengers returned to Jacob, saying, We came to thy brother Esau, and also cometh to meet thee, 400 men with him. Then Jacob was greatly frightened and distressed, and divided the people that was with him, and the flocks and herds, the camels, and 2 bands. Said, if Esau come to the one company and smite him, then the other company which is left shall escape. Jacob said, O God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, the Lord which saidst unto me, Return unto thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal well with thee. I am not worthy of the least of all thy mercies and of all thy truth which thou hast showed unto thy servant. With my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I am become into 2 bands. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau. For I fear him, lest he will come and smite me and the mother with the children. And thou saidst, I will surely do thee no good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which can now be numbered for multitude. And he lodged here that same night, and took of that which came to his hand a present for Esau his brother, 200 she-goats, and 20 he-goats, 200 ewes, and 20 rams, 30 milch camels with their colts, 40 kine, and 10 bulls, 20 she-asses, and 10 fowls. He delivered them into the hand of his servants, every drove by themselves, and said unto his servant, Pass over before me, and put his face betwixt drove and drove. Command the foremost, saying, When Esau my brother meeteth thee, asketh thee, saying, Whose art thou? And whither thou goest, and whose art thou before thee? Then thou shalt say, They shall be thy servant Jacob's. Is a present sent to my lord Esau? Behold, also he is behind us. So commanded he the second and the third, and all that followed the drove, saying, On this manner shall you speak unto you Esau when you find him. You shall say, moreover, Behold, your servant Jacob is behind us, for he said, I will appease him with the present that goeth before me. Afterward I shall see his face, peradventure he will accept me. So went the present open before him, and himself lodged that night in the company. He rose up the night, and took his 2 wives, and his 2 servants, and his 11 sons, and passed over the ford Jacob's. And he took them, and sent over the brook, and sent over that he had. Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. When he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. The hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. As he said, Let me go, for day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. He said unto him, What is your name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. Jacob him and said, Tell me, I pray thee, thy name. He said, Wherefore is it thou that dost ask after my name? He blessed him there. Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God. Peniel face to face, and my life is preserved. As he passed over Peniel, the sun rose upon him. He halted upon his thigh. Therefore the children of Israel eat not of this sinew which is upon the hollow of the thigh unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh, and the sinew that shrinks.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, a lot of sibling rivalry going on between Jacob and Esau, and we see that it was all foretold by God to Rebekah that there was 2 children in her womb, and one he would love and one he would hate. Notice it says Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him. So he was met by these angels, and he recognized who they were. And Jacob sent messengers to Esau, and he wanted to let him know that he wanted to find grace in his sight. And they came back and told Jacob he had 400 men. And that kind of really messed up Jacob, because he was afraid that he was going to get killed. So he prayed to God, and he said, I'm not worthy of the least of all the mercies of all the truth which thou hast showed unto me. And he says, please deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother. I fear him lest he will come and smite me and the mother with the children. And he reminded God that he had told him that he would do him good, and he would make his seed the sand of the sea, which could not be numbered. And he lodged there and took a present for Esau, his brother. He was going to give him 200 she-goats and 20 he-goats and 200 ewes and 20 rams, 30 camels, 10 bulls, 20 she-asses, and 10 foals. And he told him, when Esau my brother meeteth thee, thou shalt say, they be thy servant Jacob's, it is a present sent unto Esau. So he sent someone else to take the present to Esau. And then Jacob was left alone and wrestled with the man, it says, till the break of day. Touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint. He said, let me go, for the day breaketh. He said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. He said, thy name shall be no more called Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. And Jacob called the name of that place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. So next chapter we're probably going to see what Esau's response is to all of this. Hope you have a good weekend and a good evening. God bless.